As winter fades and the first buds of spring emerge, it's time to breathe new life into your home with a perfect blend of cottagecore romance and farmhouse warmth. Imagine soft pastels, vintage florals, and rustic textures dancing together in harmony, creating a space that feels both timeless and refreshing. This season is all about celebrating nature, simplicity, and handcrafted beauty. Whether you dream of a cozy countryside escape or want to bring a touch of nostalgia into a modern space, this guide will inspire you to transform your home into a springtime sanctuary filled with charm and grace. The foundation of any cottagecore farmhouse transformation is its color palette, a dreamy mix of muted earth tones, delicate pastels, and creamy whites. Picture the soft blush of peonies, the pale blue of a morning sky, and the warm beige of sunlit wheat fields. These colors evoke feelings of peace and tranquility, making your space feel open, airy, and effortlessly inviting. To create depth, layer different hues through textiles, painted furniture, and decorative accents. A distressed sage green cabinet or a pale butter yellow throw blanket can instantly add that rustic, sun-drenched charm that defines springtime in the countryside. At the heart of cottagecore and farmhouse aesthetics is the love for vintage finds and artisanal craftsmanship. Scour local flea markets, thrift stores, and antique shops for pieces that tell a story, weathered wooden tables, embroidered linens, and delicately chipped ceramic pitchers. These imperfections add warmth and authenticity, making your space feel lived in and full of history. Handmade pottery, macrame wall hangings, and wicker baskets bring in a touch of folk artistry, reinforcing the idea that home decor should feel personal and soulful. Every object should whisper of simpler times, of slow mornings, and the magic of everyday life. No spring decor is complete without the delicate presence of florals. Whether real, dried, or beautifully printed on fabrics, flowers are the soul of cottagecore and farmhouse style. Create stunning centerpieces with freshly picked wildflowers in repurposed mason jars or vintage pitchers. Drape garlands of eucalyptus across mantels and tables for a touch of green elegance. Even floral wallpaper, in soft watercolors or classic English garden prints, can transport you to a sun-dappled cottage in the countryside. The key is to let nature flow freely indoors, blurring the line between the outside world and the cozy embrace of home. Spring may bring warmth, but comfort is always a priority in a cottagecore farmhouse space. Layering different textiles creates an inviting, cocoon-like atmosphere. Think linen slipcovers, knitted throws, and delicate lace curtains that filter in golden sunlight. A well-loved quilt draped over a reading nook, or a tufted floral cushion on a wooden bench, adds both comfort and character. Mixing textures, like pairing rough burlap with soft cotton or fluffy sheepskin with rustic wood, creates an organic, effortless aesthetic that embodies the heart of countryside living. It's all about crafting a space that feels both relaxed and romantic. Spring is the perfect season to embrace casual elegance in your dining space. Picture a farmhouse table set with mismatched vintage china, delicate floral napkins, and softly flickering candlelight in glass jars. Hand-thrown ceramic plates paired with wooden serving boards create a beautiful contrast between refined and rustic. Freshly baked bread sits atop a linen runner, while a bouquet of wildflowers serves as the centerpiece. Whether it's a Sunday brunch or an impromptu tea party, the goal is to make every meal feel like a celebration of simplicity, warmth, and connection. Spring is the season of renewal, making it the perfect time to blur the boundaries between indoor and outdoor living. Whether you have a sprawling backyard or a small balcony, incorporating a cottagecore farmhouse-inspired garden nook will bring a touch of serenity to your home. Imagine a weathered wooden bench adorned with floral cushions, a trellis draped in climbing roses, and vintage watering cans repurposed as charming plant holders. Even indoors, you can create a greenhouse effect by displaying potted herbs, succulents, and trailing ivy on open shelves or sunny windowsills. The goal is to surround yourself with life, fresh greenery, fragrant blossoms, and the feeling of an endless springtime escape. It's the small details that make a cottagecore farmhouse space truly magical. Handmade beeswax candles, bundles of dried lavender, and wooden birdhouses bring a sense of enchantment to your decor. Hang botanical prints in rustic frames, display a collection of vintage books tied with twine, or arrange a vignette of hand-painted porcelain teacups on a distressed tray. Even repurposed farm tools, like an old ladder turned into a blanket rack or a milk jug used as a vase, add to the charm. These nature-inspired details weave a story of nostalgia, craftsmanship, and the quiet beauty of rural life. Lighting is the finishing touch that transforms your space into a cozy spring haven. Soft, warm lighting enhances the romantic charm of cottagecore and farmhouse aesthetics, creating an inviting glow as the sun sets. Wrought iron lanterns, fairy lights, and vintage-inspired pendant lamps all contribute to this ethereal ambience. Picture a rustic chandelier adorned with faux florals, or a delicate string of twinkle lights woven through a wooden beam. Candles and antique brass holders add a flickering warmth, perfect for slow evenings spent journaling, sipping tea, or simply basking in the beauty of a well-curated space. More than just a style, cottagecore and farmhouse decor represent a way of life, one that celebrates simplicity, nature, and heartfelt craftsmanship. Spring is the perfect time to embrace this philosophy by slowing down, appreciating the little things, and filling your home with items that spark joy. Whether you're baking fresh bread, arranging wildflowers, or reading by candlelight, let your space reflect a deep love for comfort, nostalgia, and the beauty of rural living. With every pastel hue, floral pattern, and rustic detail, your home becomes a sanctuary, a place where spring's gentle charm lingers all year long.